I ranked every Unstable SMP Betrayal and you won't believe what I found. From betrayals that were just petty revenge to wars that nearly destroyed the server entirely, I'm breaking down every betrayal and ranking them on the tier list. Starting at F tier, we have Manepear's betrayal of the Zem Empire. Because while he did help wemmbu set traps and reveal Zem's plans, he did it just for fun. Manepear was a high-ranking god who switched sides when Zem betrayed wemmbu first. He helped kidnap some of Zem's people and even fought flamefrags until his armor broke. But Manepear wasn't the first betrayal in the Empire, and he wasn't the most impactful. He betrayed for entertainment, not for any deeper reason, which makes this forgettable compared to what's coming next. Will's betrayal of wemmbu also lands in F tier. Will was hunting as an invisible assassin, and when wemmbu tracked him down, Will made a deal. Kill the lost person and I'll stop attacking you. Wemmbu did exactly that. The moment wemmbu killed the final target, Will immediately betrayed him and tried to trap him in the fort, but wemmbu escaped, came back, killed most of Will's team, and nearly killed Will himself. The betrayal turned Will from hunter into hunted, and that was it. No faction destroyed, no long-term impact, just a one-time lie that backfired. Moving on to D tier. These are betrayals that had real impact but were either reversed or didn't fundamentally alter the server's power structure. MinuteTech's double agent reveal belongs here because while it was months of deception, it eventually got reversed. MinuteTech saved Spoke and Manepear multiple times, killed Mafia members, and appeared to be the perfect ally. But when Spoke's totem popped revealing his identity, the diamond player he was fighting removed his helmet. It was MinuteTech working for Ashlag the entire time. Every moment of trust was a lie, but MinuteTech later genuinely turned against Ashlag and helped Spoke destroy the Mafia for real, which drops the severity of this betrayal significantly. Prince Zem's betrayal of wemmbu also lands in D tier despite being incredibly personal. Zem asked wemmbu to build a colony to guard a secret vault. When the colony was fully built, Zem arrived with his forces and destroyed everything. He told wemmbu he was too weak to even kill properly, then began relentlessly hunting him across the server. But wemmbu got revenge by using his Arbo Strike cannon to destroy the entire Prince Zem Empire. The empire fell and Zem's paranoia destroyed everything he built. The betrayal was brutal, but it resolved, which is why it's not higher. C tier is where betrayals start getting genuinely complex. Jumper's fake betrayal of Parrot then real betrayal of Bat is the perfect example. When Parrot tried to spy on Bat's meeting, Jumper betrayed him by telling Bat, but she was pretending to betray Parrot to maintain her cover because Bat didn't trust her. She even killed one of her own spies to prove loyalty. This was a triple cross situation where nobody knew whose side Jumper was really on. Jumper's betrayal of Liuwook lands in C tier. Because it was a moral betrayal, Liuwook started using Jumper's spies as disposable soldiers for his personal revenge against Spoke. After months of watching her spies die for his vendetta, she gathered her remaining spies and turned against Liuwook. This wasn't a betrayal for personal gain, it was choosing her people over her team. Deputy Ace's moral betrayal of Lettucek is peak C tier, because it was genuinely heroic. When Lettucek became corrupted by power and began firing Arbo Strike cannons and ordering assassinations, Deputy Ace watched with growing unease. When Lettucek gave the order to kill Parrot and Teal, Deputy Ace killed two of his own guards and gave their gear to Parrot and Teal. He gave his own pickaxe to Teal, stayed behind alone, and held off the entire pursuing lower force, knowing it meant his death. Deputy Ace didn't betray for power or revenge, he betrayed because his leader became the villain. B tier is where betrayals start destroying relationships permanently. Flamefrag's betrayal of the Avengers and Jaden's counter-betrayal destroyed a brotherhood. Flamefrag spent weeks rescuing Jaden from imprisonment. When their team didn't follow Flamefrag's strategy and rushed in early, Flamefrag switched sides mid-battle out of frustration and fought alongside wemmbu. Then Jaden counter-betrayed by leaking Flame's location to Lettucek, leaving him trapped to die, attacking Lomedy to steal his mace, and launching attacks on Flamefrags. Two friends who rescued each other became bitter enemies who actively tried to kill each other. Spoke's fake scavenger hunt betrayal in Season 1 belongs in B tier, because it was pure cruelty disguised as a joke. Spoke gave Parrot a mysterious music disc hinting at a huge secret. After weeks of puzzles ending in a 3-3 tie, Spoke told them the loser would be chunk banned. Wifies selflessly stepped into the chunk ban line to let Parrot continue, sacrificing himself and getting instantly removed from the server. Then Spoke revealed there was no secret, it was all a prank. Weeks of work and Wifies sacrifice all for nothing. Spoke weaponized their trust and friendship for entertainment, and Wifies lost server access for absolutely nothing. But before we continue, I want to ask you to subscribe, because these ranking videos take hours to analyze, and subscribing would genuinely help a ton. Also, let me know in the comments which betrayal you think deserves to be ranked higher or lower. A tier is where betrayals become threats. Yamato P's ultimate betrayal deserves A tier because he was the null leader the entire time. Yamato P was Spoke's mentor who taught him exploits. When Spoke was hunting null hunters and found the infinite staircase in the Farlands, Yamato P appeared, claiming he came to help. But Yamato P was the null leader from the beginning. He broke Spoke's infamous alt chestplate, captured both Spoke and Manepear after they fought each other, and burned all of Spoke's items. The person who taught Spoke how to survive became the person hunting him, and over 1,000 players went missing under his leadership. Flamefrags and Lomedy joining Cindercrest belongs in A tier because it represents complete moral collapse. Both secretly joined Cindercrest, an organization that massacred 990 out of 1,000 players at Skymore. Flamefrags, who once fought against tyranny, is now working alongside Shoebilly, who feels no remorse for mass murder. The server that once had heroes now has those same heroes working for the villains, choosing power over protecting new players and becoming exactly what they once fought against. Shoebilly's betrayal of Teal deserves A tier because it's a betrayal of principles. Shoebilly was Teal's master and teacher who trained him for months, but Shoebilly grew to hate new players, believing only the strong deserve to survive. He was hired by Cindercrest to destroy Skymore and massacred 990 new players without mercy. When Parrot asked if he felt remorse, Shoebilly replied he felt nothing at all. During a confrontation with Teal, Shoebilly broke all of Teal's netherite armor and forced him to retreat. The student couldn't defeat the master. Shoebilly taught Teal to fight but not to protect people. He taught him to dominate the weak. When Teal chose to protect new players instead, the master became the enemy. Now we reach S tier, the betrayals that define entire seasons. Parrot's best friend betrayed him twice through the Wifies Director arc. In Season 1, Parrot and Wifies were best friends. During the Invisible Mafia arc, Wifies faked his death and Parrot believed his best friend was dead. But Wifies had secretly become the director and sent hunters after Parrot. It's real me, the #1 player worldwide. Mr. Cube 6, a redstone master, and True Original, a literal hacker. Wifies killed Newfully with an arrow cannon, trapped Jumper and Derupture over the void, and hunted Parrot using the Deadliest players. When Wifies revealed his identity, Parrot was shocked. The friend he mourned was alive and had been trying to kill him. Wifies claimed he did this for Parrot's own good. When Parrot refused to join him, Wifies captured him in an inescapable prison. In the final standoff, Wifies trapped himself in a room with Parrot on a pressure plate, where stepping off would explode them both. But Parrot placed the spyglass on the pressure plate, escaped, and Wifies was blown up and died. This is the ultimate betrayal, because Wifies didn't just betray Parrot once, he did it repeatedly. He faked his death, became the director, sent assassins, killed innocents, forced friends to guard Parrot, imprisoned him, and did everything to protect Parrot. Wifies loved his friend so much that he became his worst enemy. And now, the #1 betrayal, Ashlag and the Invisible Mafia's betrayal of the entire server, is undisputed S tier, because it betrayed hundreds of thousands of people simultaneously. The Invisible Mafia was the biggest army to ever exist, with hundreds of thousands of members who thought they were joining protection. Ashlag convinced every member they were special, but the truth was horrifying. Every member had to throw an enderpearl into a stasis chamber over the void. If Ashlag pulled the fishing rod, they'd teleport to the void and die instantly. The rules were brutal: stay invisible at all times. If you're seen, you're killed. If your totem pops, you're killed. This is why Mafia members never carried totems. To rank up from nothing to copper, you had to kill one player, refusing meant death. To rank up to diamond, you had to kill a current diamond player in a duel to the death. Ashlag revealed, "If I die, everyone dies with me." His master stasis chamber was connected to every member's pole, meaning killing him would ban hundreds of thousands of players. After the Mafia was destroyed, they discovered the Mafia tomb in the far end containing all the ender poles still in stasis chambers. If a single item is stolen from the tomb, all former Mafia members teleport to the void and die. This means the Mafia still technically exists, and everyone who was ever in it is still under threat, and thousands are permanently trapped. This is the greatest betrayal because of its scale, with hundreds of thousands betrayed at once, its method through manipulation and death threats, its permanence where even after the Mafia fell the control system remains, and its philosophy where Ashlag turned an entire server into accomplices of their own oppression. He made good people commit evil acts by threatening their lives. Ashlag didn't just betray the server, he betrayed the concept of loyalty itself. The Invisible Mafia made every member complicit in their own betrayal. Even now with Ashlag gone, that betrayal continues through the tomb, with thousands living in fear. Ashlag betrayed the fundamental promise of every faction, which is join us and you will be safer. But joining the Mafia made you less safe by trading freedom for death sentence. And the worst part is he convinced everyone it was worth it. The worst betrayals aren't about power, they're about trust. Spoke Scavenger Hunt betrayed trust and friendship, Wifies betrayed trust and protection, Ashlag betrayed trust and community, Jamato P betrayed trust and mentorship, Shillbilly betrayed trust and teaching. The best betrayals change everything by altering how the server operates, and proving the biggest threats come from within. Unstable SMP is built on betrayal, where every friendship eventually faces the question of will you betray them or will they betray you first. Trust is a weapon, and everyone on Unstable SMP is holding the trigger. If you enjoyed this ranking, make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments which betrayal deserves a different tier. And if you want to see more Unstable SMP rankings, check out the video on screen, where I rank Unstable SMP villains. Anyways, goodbye!